sell lots, millions and millions and millions, based upon the doctor's opinion. So they put it in a big book right in the beginning for you and I to be able to see what our problem really is. Most alcoholics out there today, they don't know what their problem is. They think it's willpower. They think it's moral character. They think it's sin. Why would they not? That's what everybody's told them up until this time. We alcoholics who are members of AA are the only alcoholics in the world that really know what our problem is, that really understands this problem. And it all came from the doctor's opinion. Let's look at it for just a few minutes.
Let's go to Roman numeral page 24, I believe it is. And
26.
26 in the 4th edition, 24 in the 3rd edition. It said, the physician who at our request gave us his letter had been kind enough to enlarge upon his views in another statement which follows. In this statement, he confirms what we who have suffered alcoholic torture must believe. Now, there's no must in the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous that I'm aware of. Nobody can tell somebody else what they must do or must not do. But there's a lot of must in this book, and there's one of them. We must believe that the body of the alcoholic is quite as abnormal as his mind.
This is the first time we can find anywhere in written history that the body is affected as well as the mind. Everything up until this time talked about the mind only. Weak will, moral character, sin, and etc. For the first time, we see that the body is quite as abnormal as the mind. I think he's telling us two things: that we react to alcohol abnormally, not only physically, but also mentally. And we'll talk a little bit about both of those abnormal reactions before we're through tonight. The first one will be the abnormality of the body.
He said, it did not satisfy us to be told that we could not control our drinking just because that we were maladjusted to life, that we were in full flight from reality, or were outright mental defectives. Now, these things were true to some extent. In fact, to a considerable extent with some of us, but we're sure that our bodies were sickened as well. In our belief, any picture of the alcoholic which leaves out this physical factor is incomplete. The doctor's theory that we have an allergy to alcohol interests us. As laymen, our opinions to its soundness may, of course, mean little. But as ex-problem drinkers, we can say that his explanation makes good sense. It explains many things for which we cannot otherwise account.
Now, if the purpose of a textbook is to transfer information from the mind of one human being or a group of human beings through the written word to the mind of another human being, thereby increasing the knowledge of the user of the book, and I think that's what they're for, then it stands to reason the transference of that information is going to be based upon the understanding of the words that are used in the book. If the writer of the book uses a certain word and has a certain understanding of it, the reader of the book reads that word but has a different understanding of it. And the information that comes through is going to be garbled and incomplete information. There seems to be a few key words in the big book that most of us have had some difficulty with. And I think the first one is this word, allergy. You know, most of us, when we come to AA, we assume we know what an allergy is. I knew that if you ate something or drank something or got around something that you were allergic to, there would be some physical indicator of that, physical manifestation. For instance, if you're allergic to strawberries and you eat them, you break out in a rash, the rash being the physical manifestation. If you're allergic to milk and you drink it, you'll have a bad case of dysentery, the dysentery being the manifestation of that allergy. If you're allergic to certain plants like ragweeds, you get around them, your eyes itch, nose itch, they water, and you begin to sneeze. The itchy, watery eyes, the sneezing are the manifestations of that allergy. So I knew if you were allergic to something, there would be some indicator there that you could see. I came to AA, and they said, Charlie, you're allergic to alcohol. You'll never be able to safely drink it again. And I said, how in the hell can I be allergic to alcohol?